you guys get what the fuck it is, you know?
There's a lot of conspiracies around the Pope dying. You know?
What's a conspiracy?
Well, isn't it interesting how he opened 5 portals on Christmas Day and then on Easter he died?
What do you mean open 5 portals?
Go look.
like some.
This is legit.
Some Doctor Strange.
Well, I don't know what. I don't know what.
What does opening portals mean?
He opened 5 spiritual portals, quote unquote. This is what all the news was saying.
No, not all the news.
No, you think I'm making it? No, this is New York Times. This is CNN. This is all the major freaking, mainstream bullshit. During Christmas Day, he did some sort of ritual where he opened 5 spiritual portals.
Okay,
and then he died.
Are you checking it out?
No.
Oh.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Uncut Jams. Today I'm here with a special guest. He's on the network of Dante's podcast. Another one of the people that he works with, and one of my good friends from comedy. Guys, make some noise for Black Zeus.
Hey.
Real bad man.
Yo, this is gonna be nuts. What's going on, bro?
So you're already upset that we have an Alexa out here watching and listening and learning?
I'm less upset about that than I am about the ticket, but
yeah, off to a bad start. Black Zeus got a ticket on the way here from a speeding camera, not from a live officer.
No, thankfully. So no demerit points.
The machines are against you already today.
And Google, yeah, exactly. They're all like, "Oh, we got this nigga." He said the N-word. No, don't. This episode sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, you have your own podcast. What's it called? The Black Zeus Show?
Black Zeus, the podcast.
Black Zeus, the podcast.
Hey, I got a show called Black Zeus, the show. You see the running theme here?
You are a person named Black Zeus?
I am a person named Black Zeus, yes.
And if you have a kid, Black Zeus Jr.?
Wait.
Oh,
Hercules?
Black Hercules? Or just
Anybody
Hercules?
else is gonna be the
Yeah.
son of Zeus.
Anybody else is gonna be what?
Everyone after is the son of Zeus.
Yeah, so it doesn't really
unless
matter.
you're like Hades and Poseidon, who are his brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
But then
Underworld and then the ocean? Or the... Yeah, okay.
Underworld and then the ocean, yep. You got the water and then under the world.
Well, no, they're the gods of...
Yeah, I know. Hades
okay.
and Poseidon.
Right.
Poseidon's water. Hades is underworld. He was played by that. What's the guy's name in the Disney one? The voice of
the
him.
Disney one. Oh, you're talking about... Wait.
Hades.
I didn't see this.
You didn't see Hercules the movie?
Oh, I did. Wait. Hades is... Oh, with the blue flames?
Yeah.
James
something. I
James
think
Woods.
It's James Woods.
It's James Woods.
James Woods
Real
got him.
bad
Another James. Not one of my top 9 Jameses, but he's pretty good.
All right, top 3 Jameses.
Top 3 Jameses, probably James Brown for sure. James Bond, even though he's fictional, he's just like an iconic James.
Do you accept a black James Bond?
I haven't been offered one, so
Idris Elba, would that have been your James Bond?
Is he going
Would
to
you
be
have
James
claimed
Bond?
him? No, white people revolted. So.
Yeah. We gotta draw the line somewhere. Can't make just black and women everything. You know what I mean? We're gonna make a woman version. We're gonna make a black version. It's like, can white people not have one thing?
Keep James Bond, you son of a bitch.
You guys got a fucking black Ariel already. You know what I mean?
All right, who's your third James?
Third James. All kind iconic, all time.
Jared Nathan?
Do gyms count? Is my question. Are gyms, because gyms are
Nah,
a derivative
hell no.
of James? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Are they not?
We're not doing derivatives though. Like, there's enough James.
No, but like Jim Morrison is a James. Jimi Hendrix is a James. They are Jameses at the end of the day and the beginning.
Are there real names?
Most importantly, the beginning.
Are they
real bad man.
Yeah, you're gonna kill me. Kudos on the couch, by the way. This is great for stoners.
Yeah, shout out to my mom's. Somebody that lives in her apartment donated me this fucking thing when she got a new one.
Oh, we're living the comedy life.
I've thought about having a wall of Jameses, 3 on the top, 2 on the middle row, leaving 1 empty in the middle, and then 3 on the bottom, right? Like a little wall of James, like a wall of fame, and then leaving that empty spot in the middle for me when I
with a mirror.
When
you just put a mirror in the middle.
Oh, Didn't even think about that.
Oh no! This is
Until I deserve to have my picture there. It's just a mirror where I can only see, I only get
you
to
line
see
it up right on the wall across from here.
Yeah. So the ones that I've thought of is James Bond, James Gandolfini, James
Gandolfini. Okay, count.
James Dean, not the porn star, the actor.
Okay. What about Jimmy Dean, the sausage guy?
No.
That's a James.
No, he hasn't made the
It's
list.
actually James Dean. You fucking douchebag.
Is that even a guy?
Jimmy Dean is.
Is he
But
really?
according to you, he's James Dean.
Well, James Dean is the actor. You know the actor. Live Fast, Die Young.
Yes, okay. A classic actor, though, yeah?
Classic.
Yeah, okay.
Like he was so classic that he died at like 25.
Probably just ate cigarettes for breakfast like back in those
No,
days.
I think he died in a horrible car accident.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Check that out. How did James Dean die? All I know is that he lived fast. And
What
died
era
young.
was he?
Probably like 50s.
50s. Like around Eastwood time?
Traffic collision.
Traffic collision. Not even a car accident. A traffic collision.
Age of 24.
Great age.
Real bad.
1955.
Oh, he was like the Paul Walker of his day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Too fast, too furious.
I'm too fast for
Yo,
y'all,
man.
man.
Hey. Dun, 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 dun. I've been thinking about getting a beat machine.
I heard you don't even use the sound effects that you're off.
I don't. Oh, yeah, I know. That's crazy. Wait, no. The beat machine is not for the podcast. It's for the stage. I want to start doing like some Reggie Watts type shit on stage.
Okay.
Putting that on wax, so maybe actually like motivate myself to do
Yeah.
it.
When I saw Hannibal Burrs live, he did some on the spot beat making and auto tune, like he would like sing songs. And he also like pulled up a video of an arrest, like that he was like a drunken disorderly, whatever, and he had the tape from it and he pulled it up.
Oh, and he
So,
remixed it?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, it was sick.
Because that footage is hilarious.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that he pretty much got Bill Cosby like put in prison and then he just went away? Like his career was done. Hannibal.
Yeah.
He,
I
like,
mean,
went
he did
away.
stuff after it.
Kind of.
He was
but
the co-host on the Eric Andre show.
I have not heard a peep out of Hannibal. Like
He was on that show.
Eric Andre show?
Eric Andre show. Broad City.
I didn't watch that.
Broad City. It's a great comedy about two women in New York City, best friends, just getting into.
You're
all
pitching
this,
it to me like a
into
guy
all
in a
this
suit.
wacky hijinks.
Yeah, exactly.
One of them has a fuck buddy,
two girls and they're broken. They're best friends,
Yeah.
but they live in New York and,
And
they're
you-
trying to make it.
and you better believe they're both Jewish. Because how else would it make sense?
Episode 1, exterior. Girls crawl out from the sewers.
No.
Episode canceled.
But yeah, Hannibal Buress plays like one of their fuck buddies on the show.
Oh, they're not lesbians?
No, they're just two girls, best friends.
All right.
Yeah. Do you believe in friendship?
I do, yeah, but I thought, you put two girls on a show, usually they're lesbians.
What?
I don't know. I don't watch-
Name one show where there's two girls that are
watch-
lesbians.
I don't watch
Name one
television. I
lesbian show.
don't watch television. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah. As far as I know.
Okay, wait. What about the gay agenda, though?
What about the gay agenda? It seems to be going fabulous.
I just saw a really
Fabulous! They're killing it!
Oh, I'm getting canceled after this one. You could edit this in whatever way you want.
Why is it bad to say that the gay agenda is going swell?
Well, I saw a meme this morning, and it's like when you're really getting into a TV show, and then the two dudes just start kissing out of nowhere. You're like, You're like 6 episodes deep into a show. You're really into it.
You're 6 episodes deep, and now he's 6 something else deep in that guy's ass.
What's that meme where the nigga just takes his headphones? I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
So what is I don't even know, like, I've heard the term the gay agenda. The gay agenda is that they're slipping gay shit into everything?
I think so, yes.
Fair.
That's what
Are you looking up the gay agenda right now?
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Your Google will be messed up, bro.
Is it like an offensive thing to talk about the gay agenda?
I don't know. I was just saying it as a joke. But like, you haven't heard the conspiracy that they just turned everything gay? Like every Disney show now is like something gay in there. And
Yeah.
it's all like the woke stuff. Sorry, I destroyed your
Oh,
set.
no.
Did I do that?
Everything's falling apart.
Did I do that?
What the? Yo, it looks like you've been smoking in here, but you definitely haven't.
No. Don't
They
accuse me
come
of this.
pre-smoked. Your foam comes
Wait,
pre-smoked.
why does it look smoky?
You don't think it just? Like the color gradient just looks like layers of cigarette smoke.
No. Definitely not.
All right, this podcast is going places.
Yeah. For the listeners out here, I do have some foam. What do you call these things?
They're like sound mufflers.
Sound mufflers on the wall, and Black Zeus just tore one down, like he's tearing down the gay agenda.
Oh man, the boo-booing side of the game. Yo, what's it called though? You release this audio too? Just audio?
Yeah, I think so.
stopped doing that.
Right?
Yeah.
You have no idea what's happening.
I don't really check, but I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that. I don't know. I just
You want all the traffic to the YouTube?
but were you the Spotify, Apple, all that stuff?
Yeah, you can find me on Spotify, Apple, and all that stuff. And don't forget to tell your friends. And please subscribe.
Wouldn't the people listening already know?
They could be they could have just came by for one episode and they're like, wow, this is amazing already. Nine minutes in, and I want to subscribe on all platforms.
I don't know. I got slighted by seeing like Spotify was getting me nothing. Like absolutely nothing.
Here's the trick, don't look.
But you're paying for it. So at least now, like the YouTube channel is starting to actually build properly because I feel like I'm funneling everything towards that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Diversify your bone.
I'm pretty sure my YouTube's doing way better than any of the audio listens, but
How do you like that game? The content game? I need to blow my nose.
you need to blow your nose?
It's okay. It's a thing. I got every time I sit down and do a podcast, my nose starts running. I don't do coke.
Have you ever done coke?
Yeah.
You'd probably be a real chatterbox on coke, eh?
Actually, no.
You got silent on coke.
Yeah. I just chill out. I really like the vibe.
Chill out on coke?
Yeah. Well, I'm not depressed or anything, so like I'm not trying to escape.
Maybe coke.
So I just use.
No.
I actually like. I've never used a drug to escape. I've only used it like enhance or just have like a chill time. For some reason, coke doesn't make me a chatterbox. If anything, it makes me annoyed by other people on coke.
Right. I was gonna say maybe coke makes white people talk and it makes black people shut up.
Black people do coke to go to movies. No, but I haven't done coke in a long time.
But I lived with a black guy that did coke and he never shut up, so it's not
Oh,
accurate.
that's not true. No, I'm saying so the thing is not
The
true.
theory's not true.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying my
not
life
the thing you
experience
lived
true.
is. Yeah, no, that's real.
This guy's denying my trauma.
It's trauma to you?
It was a shit situation. I should have done my vocal exercises before the show. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
I was at a
Unique
store
New
and
York.
I asked the clerk for remineralizing gum, and I messed up on that too. So
How'd you say it?
Well, I just started
Remineralizing gum.
Yeah, remineralizing gum.
So one of the tricks I've been looking up how to talk
This
better.
show sucks.
No, people are.
I'm joking. That's the thing I say when I'm having fun.
Fair. That's how you're just fucking a girl. You're like, this sucks. She's like, what?
I would do that though. Girls that are fucking me know my character, my personality. We're having a good time. Can you laugh while you have sex? Like, can you and still keep it like intimate?
I have laughed during sex, but I don't know if it kept it intimate. But I mean, like, are you asking? If
Well,
I
like keep the moment going at least. It doesn't stop. If you're an adult, like what's some laughter? You should, funny stuff happens during sex too.
Yeah, sometimes you just do funny stuff during sex. Like,
Yeah. And the first time you ever heard a pussy fart,
Did you laugh?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know. I think I didn't laugh. I wanted her to not feel embarrassed about it.
I was younger, so
Yeah.
I don't think anybody.
Whoa! What you feeding that thing?
You don't have a sound effect for that.
I don't have
pussy
a
fart.
pussy fart. The closest thing I have is I had a joke about queefing before about like how if you put a lot of air in it, you can do all kinds of noises. You know what I mean? Really blow it up. Like actually like blow air into it. And then one of the things is like go deep and fast. What's that sound like? Releasing some beautiful white doves.
You stopped telling that joke.
The whole joke was around the releasing the white doves sound being funny, but sometimes if my mouth doesn't like let it out right, like it did there, it didn't really like. So, for you,
I know what you're trying to do. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. See, like I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Go deep.
I don't do that.
Anyways, that was my pussy fart joke.
These transitions are fire.
I might bring it back. I thought about bringing it back this weekend. I was in Winnipeg, and I did some shows out there at the basement. Shout out to the basement. It was cool. But at one of the shows was fun. One of the shows a little bit thrown off by this one guy in the crowd.
Yeah.
He was a huge guy, looked like a bouncer, and he was sitting right in the front row. And every comedian on the show was like, he was throwing them off because he's just like sitting in the front, grilling, not laughing at all. And when you talk to him, he wouldn't answer any questions. And then he would turn and talk to his girl so much. So he was just sitting in the front, grilling and talking during the show. I don't think so. So then I was going last on that one, and I headlining, as they like to call it in the business. And I see him ruining everyone else's set. So I went up there and I just started like shitting on him a little bit.
Yeah.
And the crowd's laughing, but he looked at me like he wanted to kill me. And I was like, do I want to get beat up in Winnipeg? Because he was a monster, yo. He could have killed me.
Oh, you definitely don't want to get in beef out there.
But then at the same time, hindsight, I'm like, I should have just kept going and tried to make him attack me on stage and just got a good clip out of it. You know what I mean? Because that's what content's come to. A comedian gets beat the shit out of him.
The game got to you too, eh? You're like, I might as well just start getting beat up on stage now for the views.
That's going to be my thing now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You don't feel like burnt out?
Of course I do. I think, but like in my mind, I'm like, if I got a lot of laughs out of the crowd before he came up and beat the shit out of me, it might still be a good clip.
Oh my God.
And I would try. What I was thinking is like, because he was clearly like a beast, you know what I mean? And if I just started being like, you're a fucking pussy, I can beat the shit out of you,
He just comes up and thwomps you like Mario, just blah, right in the head.
Well, every time I asked him a question, he would look at his girl and like start talking to her, and I'm like, do you speak English? And then because the whole time anyone asked him a question, he wouldn't answer. So finally I said, do you speak English? And he says, yeah. So I'm like, so this whole time I'm thinking every time someone asks you a question, you're turning to your girl to be like, what did he say?
Oh no.
But you speak English. So you're looking over her. I don't know what he's doing. Like looking over, can you believe this guy just asked me if I'm fucking dating you or something? You know what I mean? Like whatever the questions were earlier in the night. And then he just was like throwing off the vibe of the show.
Yeah, anybody talking will do that.
Yeah.
Fuck, shut up.
Also, I don't think this place had bouncers, and if they did, they were not big enough to take this guy out.
I'm surprised for Winnipeg. Like, I'd imagine every venue has bouncers.
Did you know Winnipeg, they claim to be the most multicultural city in the world?
To what? Like, what?
Ratio-wise. This girl in the crowd told me, like, when I looked at the crowd, I'm like, I go, wait. How are you guys the most multicultural city in the world? And they're like, you came to the wrong place. Like, this isn't where we show off our multiculturalism. But in Winnipeg,
they do ship a lot of immigrants there. I know that.
This girl told me her graduating class, 300 people, only 50 of them were white.
Wow.
What was everyone else?
Indian, African.
Indian, African, Native, Asian. Apparently a lot of Asians there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All kinds of Asians. Don't even get me started on how many Chinese people there are there. I don't even know.
You don't got a sound effect for that?
I
knew it.
Or just a gong. Boom.
Did you watch MXC growing up?
MXC?
Yeah.
Most extreme
extreme elimination challenge.
Yeah. I definitely watched some of that. It was on Spike TV, I think.
Yes.
Spike TV had some great stuff.
There was a run where Spike was probably the most untouchable channel.
100 Ways to Die or whatever.
1,000 Ways to Die, Deadliest Warrior.
Fire shit.
Yeah, that show is crazy.
Do you remember any of the Ways to Die? Any of the crazy ones? Because I remember one that sticks out in my mind.
Really?
One that sticks out in my mind. And
there's one that sticks out in my mind.
What's the one that sticks out in your mind?
You know what's crazy? Someone actually recently died from this way. It was
and Dante was the murderer.
No. It was you know Kevin Samuels. You know how he died?
No, oh my God, that's so funny.
So in 1,000 Ways to Die, there was a guy who was like this crazy executive guy, like big shot, and he was just pounding energy drinks like all day long. And then one time, like his secretary came into his office, things started getting hot and heavy, but he had like pounded so many energy drinks that his heart exploded. And that's what happened to Kevin Samuel.
Kevin Samuel's heart exploded?
Yeah, and he was with a girl too.
And
he's a love doctor and his heart exploded. That is crazy. If that ain't a fucking, leave that a 5-star review for the love doctor. He's such a good love doctor that his heart exploded. You want to know matters of the heart? This guy fucking blew it up. The one that I remember is also another matter of the heart. This guy, he was going to a club and he wanted to girls when they dance on him to make it feel like he has a big dick. So he tied a kielbasa to his dick, but then he tied it so tight that like it cut off blood flow, and then he died from like a blood clot from tying
Blood clot. Oh no.
Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Die.
I remember another one. This one chick, she was like,
I don't remember any of these.
It was very traumatizing. A dude got
the show, or
yeah, like I was like younger than you guys. So I was watching like just learning how
not to
people
die.
Yeah, like this one chick, she was like super addicted to her phone, so she went to like some like retreat to like help her with her phone addiction. And so they're doing like acupuncture, right? And then so she's laying on the table, she's like covered in needles, and then her phone goes off, and she tries to like reach for her phone off the bed, falls off the bed, and then falls onto all the needles and dies.
Jeez.
But are these stories real though?
I don't know.
I remember my driving instructor, when I was learning how to drive, he would have a story for every reason why you shouldn't do something. And I'm like, are these real? Like, he's like, you should never have CDs on your dashboard. One time, this guy, he was driving, somebody slammed on the brakes in front of him. He had to slam on the brakes, and all the CDs came back, and they just cut his face up like.
That's like one of the dumbest ways to die. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, another one was like, oh, this guy, don't drive too close to the steering wheel. One of the other driving instructors, he loves driving close to the steering wheel. One time he got hit from behind, smashed into the steering wheel, and now he has the imprint of the Volkswagen on his chest.
It's Super Volk.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Spike TV, man. They were a great channel. Bar Rescue. I loved Bar Rescue.
I couldn't stand that guy.
You probably embrace excuses. That's why.
That's funny. I don't. Why the hell is your bar like that? I don't know.
I don't embrace excuses. I embrace solutions.
I had watched enough Gordon Ramsay by that point. I got my fill of white dudes yelling at poor restaurant owner.
Yeah. But I don't know. John Tafferman, that guy's a genius, yo.
This is would that be classified as poverty porn? You know, like all
what's
those
poverty porn?
Like all those shows, like no, I guess not poverty porn, but poverty porn would be like you know, those shows where the repo men will come and take your shit away, but they film it.
Oh,
you ever watch that?
Yeah.
That's
Repo
all on
Man.
YouTube. It's like you can't pay, they take it away. The show is literally called "You Can't Pay, They Take It Away," and then it's just these fucking douchebag British dudes that walk up to your door. It's like, we're here with a high court writ and we'll take everything. They just like start categorizing all these things. Like, you owe $6,000, and they'll just start like looking around your house. It's like, okay, what's this worth? This is worth.
Oh, I haven't seen them do that. I've seen them take the car, but I've never seen them go into people's houses.
Yeah, they go in the house.
That's
and they just
crazy.
start like, they'll start analyzing everything. It's like, oh, there's memorabilia on the wall. That's about like $250 and shit. It's like,
So poverty porn is watching poor people
poor people
lose their stuff.
lose their shit. Yeah.
God damn.
So I don't know what that would be considered, because I think that's more in line with like kitchen nightmares and shit like that, right? Like bar rescue.
Yeah. It is like they're going bankrupt and they're about to lose everything. But
Exactly. So
their
there
last
is some sort of.
Yeah, but it's like to help them turn it around.
So
Do they ever turn it around though?
Sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
Maybe the bar ones,
didn't
but
watch the show.
kitchen nightmares never.
It could, and either way they could both be poverty porn. One is like poverty porn, like dom shit, like fucking we're taking your shit, and then there's poverty porn, like nice softcore poverty porn where it's like, oh, look how nice they're being.
I have a theory.
Poor
See,
people.
I've watched enough kitchen nightmares to where I almost have a theory, because I swear, like, they don't go to these restaurants without knowing the stats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Gordon Ramsay's not walking through that front door with cameras unless he's had his people do the due diligence. He knows exactly like the numbers that your business is running, and then like 8 times out of 10. He'll completely. They always do the reno, you know, the paint job and the chairs or whatever, but a lot of the times they'll do a complete like kitchen overhaul, and they always give the update like, and this restaurant closed 3 weeks later, and like, he just spent like 30 grand on this kitchen.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of rinse
He's
operation.
making money off the episode.
Yeah, he's making money off the episode.
Of course, but.
Like they actually have, when you're a production, you have a budget that you have to use. And if you don't use that budget, all that happens to you is that the next time you do a show, they give you less of a budget.
But
So
at your point, you know, he runs it. Like, it's his production company that does all his shows and stuff.
Yeah.
It almost feels like he has a deal with these companies because he's like, we got you all new, and then it'll be
Of
like,
course they got
10 more appliances.
It doesn't almost
but
feel
what
like it.
happens
It
when the
actually
business
feels like
closes in 3 weeks after
Who
he leaves?
cares?
Who cares?
Well, that's what I'm actually more interested in.
Kenmore already got their advertisement on TV.
It feels like a rinse,
They
bro.
already made the episode.
They should get Doge on that show.
I remember
See where all the money's going.
There was on a bar rescue one. This girl had a pirate themed bar, and he's like, "This is."
Oh my God.
He's
I
like,
think I
"This is-"
remember this episode.
He's like, "This is your pirate theme sucks, and nobody wants to eat here. So let me switch it up." He switched it up, made it a successful business. She made it a pirate bar like 3 months later. She's like, "Nah, the pirate life is the life for me." Yar!
She switched it back.
Yeah,
So
she
when they
switched
went
it-
back to do the 3
Switched
months
it back,
later,
ended up at a fucking. Ended up closing down.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Also, in Bar Rescue, what they do is they like set up cameras, and the employees like don't know that they have cameras.
Oh yeah,
And they're always just slacking and drinking and
Slacking.
Go in and he sends in
pouring
like
triple shots instead of a single.
one of his undercover guys comes in before John goes in. He's like, I sent in my 2 undercover testers, whatever. You know what I mean?
And he's sitting in a van in the parking lot.
They're local in the area. There's no women in this bar. So I want to send a woman in, see how she gets treated. Like, shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
You got the Rock on deck. That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, it's funny, like, how they treat people without knowing that. Like, obviously, if John Taffer goes in, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to treat him right.
Yeah.
But when it's one of these, like, just undercover testers, they order like nachos and it comes with like cold cheese or whatever. Like, it's like, why are you guys doing this at this restaurant? Why is this meat not cooked?
Bar Rescue. That's another one of those shows that had like 8,000 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, Bar Rescue has a ton.
These formulas, man. Once they like
Ink
figure them out.
Master. You never-
Tattoo one.
Yeah.
No, I saw tattoo shows like really back in the day, like when A&E was running them.
So Ink Master, there used to be three judges. It was like Dave Navarro.
Oh my God!
it was
this
this-
is like a competition.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
you
didn't-
find out who the Ink Master is. It's not called Ink. Everyone have fun. And they do like all kinds of challenges, whatever. And
Oh, I
it's-
do remember this show.
Yeah.
And then every week, they have a different tat challenge, and then yeah.
It'll be like, we're doing fine lines this week, and to test that out before, like they do like
Pigskin.
it'll be like something that's like totally not tattooing someone, like something that's like, oh, you're gonna thread this needle and make art out of that instead, and whoever gets to pick the canvases this week, and it's like, oh, this guy wants fucking a giant thing on his rib cage, like, okay, I don't want that. This guy wants a tattoo on his bald head. We're gonna give that to someone I hate.
When's the last time you had cable?
Before I moved out of Brampton, so 2019.
Yeah, man. Like, these are all old memories for me. I'm just realizing, like, Kitchen Nightmares when I get high or whatever, like, I'll throw it on YouTube while I'm eating or something. But that's probably like the last remnants of that shit. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
One of the Ink Master judges got kicked off for doing blackface.
That's what? Like prior to the show, I would imagine.
Yeah, and it was not a tattoo. It wasn't part of the tat challenges. Let's see.
Wait, they did it on the show?
No, but he was on the show. He was a judge on the show for like 10 years. And
Okay, yeah, he just got canceled. Or whatever.
let me see. What was it? I
Well,
think-
Jimmy Fallon's still on TV, but he did Chris Rock in blackface.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Kimmel did friggin'. I think Jimmy Kimmel did Chris Rock. I think everybody keeps doing Chris Rock.
Jimmy Kimmel did Shaq.
It was that's right. Or Karl Malone. It was one of those two guys.
This is what this guy did.
That's super
I
nigga.
don't even know what character
That's
he is.
super nigga. Yeah, that's not good.
This is what he normally looks like.
Oh my God, who's this guy's dad? Jimmy the Greek. You remember that guy?
Jimmy the Greek, no.
The sports dude. This guy's like a legend.
Oh, Jimmy the Greek, the gambler.
Wasn't he a sports guy though? Like
Yeah. He would be like doing the opening for a game, whatever. They're talking about the game, and he before like gambling was like allowed to be talked about on TV. He'd be like, "Yeah, so I think the Cowboys are going to win by around 6 today." You know what I mean? To like show that you know like they're going to cover the spread or not.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Jimmy the Greek was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, until he got canceled. You remember why he got canceled?
Why did he get canceled?
Yeah, you know why the blacks are better athletes, right? Because in the slavery days, the slave owner would take the big bucks and they would breed the big bucks, and they got the high thighs there.
Wait,
And
you're talking about Jimmy the Greek that does the UFC stuff?
Did he back in the day?
No, he does it right now.
There's no way.
No, I don't
There's
think
no
this guy's
way.
still around.
You have YouTube. Just type in Jimmy the Greek canceled, and you'll get the clip.
because of the thick thighs and the high thighs there.
He's talking about why black people are better athletes.
Oh, it's Yanni the Greek.
That's
for
funny.
the UFC. Not
Yeah, Jimmy
Okay.
the Greek died in 1996.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm like, there's no way this guy, because this is old.
all these Greek guys.
Yeah.
The thick
Oh, your
thighs
brethren.
there and the high thighs.
Yeah, there's always rumors about how black people. are
Rumors,
better at
nigga. This is factual. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like all these different. Sorry, not rumors, but theories. Like an extra
Theories, nigga,
an
this is
extra- An extra
factual.
bone in the foot.
They used to. You know, genetically they're different, right? A lot of black people that came out of like slavery days, like that are linked to that, like are actually built different.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's Africans in Africa that are built different too.
Of course, but where do you think the fucking slaves came from?
No, but the theory that they had it was through.
Gotcha.
No, but what you were saying that Jimmy said was that they would breed
was-
two really strong looking people together, right?
Yeah, in the slavery days.
But in Africa, there's like people that never came over to America that are.
Yeah, but American
Looking strong
athletes are
as fuck.
all American black people. They're not Africans.
Okay, but I'm saying like, okay, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's modern though.
He's probably the best athlete in the NBA right now, and he didn't come from.
Yeah, that's modern though. I'm thinking back in the day, because now everything's kind of opened up. No,
Let's stop talking about breeding black people for a second here.
the thick thighs and the high thighs. There, you still need to pull up the clips, so I don't sound crazy.
we're getting this episode's getting taken down.
This episode, I told you, bro. This episode sucks. No, this is good.
Were you good? Were you a good athlete?
No, not really. I didn't try. I
Came from the
smoked
wrong
weed.
part of Africa. Huh?
Yeah. Well, actually, I did do track.
Were you good?
I was decent.
Fast or long distance?
Long distance.
Long distance, and I did high jump and stuff.
Okay.
Like when I was younger.
Do you guys think you could beat me in a race?
We did this in the alley.
You didn't race me. You watched me race.
Oh, I
somebody else.
filmed it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
We didn't do it.
You know what though? You do you always do it like wearing tight jeans and shit? Because that's what I remember. Like you were in the alley and you were just like,
I do it when whatever I'm wearing on a day where somebody wants to step up and take a challenge, I'll fucking race them.
well, yeah, but you got to set yourself
Just
up
know,
properly. No,
come
you can't
through.
do it in tight
if
jeans.
you guys want to race me, I'm down.
I don't know where does this come from? And you smoke like 2 cigarettes
Where does
every
racing come
20
from?
minutes. No, like where does this passion for it come from? Like, this isn't the first time I've heard you be like, any comics want to race?
Yeah. I've lost only twice. I've lost one on land and one on the water.
What
And one on the
comedians
water
beat
was
you?
Greg Pallone beat me, and Jordan beat me in a swimming race.
Okay.
I beat. Well, I don't want to. I'll just.
I
say,
don't want to name names.
I don't want to name names, but a boss, Edworld, Himansu, Dave, all in like swimming battles in the
Swimming battles?
yeah, a swim race. Like we go to a pool at the hotel, a fucking race. I'm always the one that wants to race. Nobody else ever thinks about it.
Clearly, you think about it a lot. That's the funny part.
But
You're getting excited.
I need to get more trustworthy shoes when I want to race people, though. You know what I mean? I can't.
does
That's the
that
one thing
mean?
that, like, there's some of my shoes that are not good racing shoes. Like if I just said if anyone wants to come race me any place, anytime. Like I'm saying that out loud, but I hope I'm wearing a good pair of shoes. Otherwise, I'm gonna be upset with my performance in that
You
race.
just got to wear a backpack and keep them,
So
keep
the-
them things on you.
Either way, do you think you can beat me in a race?
Well, you seem to have a lot of confidence. Let's do it after. Let's
right.
race after.
Let's race after.
We'll do a block.
We'll do a
Oh
quick
no, I got
vlog.
shit shoes for racing. Yeah, see, I have
What
like
shoes you
Adidas shell, like they're
He's got
not.
Sambas.
No, they're actually Impalas.
Impala sounds like a good thing to race in. And Impala is very fast.
No, they're the Gazelles, which actually does sound
Are
better to race.
also fast.
They're the Gazelles, but actually no. If you look at the way the shoe is formed, it's not a racing shoe at all. It's like a walking shoe.
All right. Well, if you guys are listening to this episode, place your bets now. Who's gonna win
And
this
remember,
race?
I got big high thighs.
Yeah, we'll do the classic black versus white race,
God damn.
which whites have lost time and time again in
You
the
seem to be reclaiming that though, huh? One comedian at a time.
one comedian at a time. But I need
That
to.
was a lot of ethnics you named that you beat.
I need to lose like probably like 25 pounds to be really fast. Like I used to be pretty fast.
Where's your motivation? Do you have motivation for that or anything? Or how do you feel about your health and fitness right now?
Not good. Because I used to be an athlete. Like I'm a shell of a man now. That's how I feel like. I feel like I can't. I used to be able to run fast,
Because you've
jump high.
experienced peak.
I've experienced being an athlete, and now I'm not.
What'd you do?
Played football, soccer.
Okay.
played a little basketball, but just like fucking around with friends, not in like a league or anything.
Okay.
Wrestling.
Was this all in school?
Yeah.
Did you ever do? So you never were in a league or like rec or anything?
I was, yeah. I
Okay.
played like rep football. Played at All-Star Team Ontario for a couple years.
I'm surprised you never like got into the business side of sports. You seem like that kind of guy.
Like what? Like being
I
an
don't know,
agent?
an agent, actually a sports agent, a ref, or some like
Being a ref.
Why not? You could fix so many games.
I actually thought about doing. Okay, I don't know if I should talk about it on the podcast. Whatever. If people are listening, if you want to invest in me, I'm going to patent this idea. So don't even fucking try and steal it. But I thought about making a movie or a short film about a ref that is addicted to gambling and like fixes games and call it like Whistleblower or something like that. Somebody.
Based on a true story though. Who is the freaking mafia NBA guy?
Yeah, Tim Donahue.
That's it.
Yeah, but I would make this more like comical. Like it's like offensive how much he's fixing the game. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
and he's like swagging it out. Like he's
It's like Adam Sandler also did a basketball ref movie.
he did a basketball not a
Coach or
movie.
ref?
Kind of like he's like coaching a kid to go to the NBA, and
Wild.
it's called Hustle.
Even wilder.
Like,
Adam Sandler is a black person's basketball coach in
Not a black
Hustle.
person.
Jew?
I think Spanish.
Spanish Jew.
He's in that, and then Uncut Gems. He
Uncut Gems
bets
is
on
fire.
basketball. Yeah, you're on Uncut Jams.
Oh, so
Real bad man.
Oh, so what?
fire. That was good.
The title of this show is a derivative of that.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you never mentioned it.
I've
once.
used the word derivative twice
This
today.
is
Probably the first time in a couple of years that I've used derivative. See, and you know what happened?
What?
Smoked a cigarette before the fucking show. And I said outside, I said the reason I'm smoking a cigarette, I barely ever smoke cigarettes, is because apparently it lets you access more words. And we got proof is in the pudding today. Derivative, the word of the day.
Can you?
Use it in another sentence.
I ruined it.
Black Zeus is a derivative of Zeus.
Thank you. Actually, Zeus is a derivative of Black Zeus.
What?
Yeah.
Speak on that.
You think the one came from the other, but it was actually the other way around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You came from Black Zeus or Zeus came from you?
Zeus came from Black Zeus.
Pause. Gay.
Go fuck yourself. That's hilarious.
But in this theory that you're saying, basically you're saying that
Theory?
you existed before.
You think this is a theory?
Oh, tell me about it. Is there okay, wait.
Okay, well, let's go down the line of mythologies and see which ones came first.
Okay.
Chicken,
egg.
All right, well, yeah, okay. So let's just use Egypt as a base.
Okay.
All right, now Egypt or Rome? Which of the mythologies came first?
I'm gonna say probably Egypt.
All right, now Egypt or Greece? Which of the mythologies?
But I'm not 100% sure. I didn't read my textbook on this one.
Okay.
Do you if you want to just tell me the order? That's
It's all
probably-
Egypt.
Egypt
And
came
then
first.
Egypt from like Sumer.
And you're saying that people from Egypt are black.
I'm just saying all
I've
the
seen a lot of
mythologies
Egyptians,
are
they don't
like
look black to me.
original black stories that just got remixed and remixed and remixed, and now you got a picture of white Jesus on your table.
Yeah, well, he's in a box right now, but
That's he actually look in the box. He has risen.
oh yeah. All right, how'd you grow up?
Orthodox.
So Christian?
Yeah, Christian Orthodox.
Okay. And now you are?
Nigga, I'm everything. Yeah.
Nice. So either way, your point was that there was a black Zeus in Egypt before there was a Zeus in mythology. Or are you talking about Ra?
I'm just saying Zeus.
Amon Ra.
Oh, my nigga.
Real bad man.
But is that who you're saying is Zeus? Is black Zeus?
Like, well, all of those are derivatives, yes.
Whoa, chill. Don't use my word.
But niggas can't use big words either.
I didn't know the connection. Like they have
Even the Norse gods, like it's a quick AI search. Just be like, what are all the
who was the first god?
Well, actually, you don't want that answer.
Because then why don't you just call yourself
Black woman.
Ra?
Oh, because that's a lot.
Black Ra.
That's a lot. Coming to the stage, Black Ra.
Black Ra. Ra Black.
Black Zeus is already wild enough.
Yeah.
But being Ethiopian, born in Greece, that's literally bridge that gap. Yeah.
Okay.
Both my parents Ethiopian. So it's like no half breed.
Real bad man.
Yeah. Pure. What's a? Oh no, that's a.
That was some racist shit you just thought, wasn't it?
It was. I was thinking Harry Potter mudblood. Is that what they call it? Mudblood if you have mixed
Muggles?
blood. Where does mudblood come from? Do you know?
No.
Mud blood?
The term mudblood.
I don't know, but this is like some one drop rule.
What?
You know what? You know the one drop rule.
What's the one drop rule?
If you even had one drop of black blood in you, you were done back in the
Oh.
day.
No, it's actually Harry Potter. Mudblood is a really foul name for someone who is Muggle-born.
So muggle. Okay, so you would call a muggle a mudblood.
Yeah. That's what you call like mixed people. Fucking mudblood.
Yeah, let's start doing that. I'm sure. Whatever her name, Rowling. She's Christian, yeah. She can't be real Christian, writing friggin' witchcraft books for kids. There's no way she's real Christian.
Yeah. She's not going to heaven.
I mean, she's going.
Well,
to,
maybe she will now. She's taking on trans people. God's gonna be like,
she's
you know what?
created her own mythology to where she will be like, enough people will remember her for time. And maybe like there's an ethereal Hogwarts now that she'll go to and just run that bitch.
Yeah, maybe.
This episode sucks.
I don't even, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the word ethereal means. So I just said, yeah, maybe. But if I had to grasp it with my own brain, I would
Stop
say,
trying to stop. If I had to grasp it with my own,
if I had to
just stay at your level. It's okay.
stay at my level, yeah, I would say it's probably like a heaven.
Yeah, ethereal would be like in the heavens, in space, or non-physical, non-local, or at least
A material.
yes, a dash material.
I'm more lost than I've ever been.
All right, wait.
We'll call it heaven.
Would you you grew up Catholic?
Yeah.
Would you say you stick to
In
that?
the unity of the Holy Spirit,
all glory and praise is yours, Almighty
mighty Father, forever and ever.
Amen.
Did you ever get this one? Speak but the word, speak but the word, speak but the word.
No, I don't.
And your soul shall be healed. I don't know if that was just unique to my church, but when they would do the speak but the word part,
Yeah.
the guy would basically like throw his voice, like the choir's over there in the corner, but you speak but the word, and then you hear a guy like 40 feet away go, speak but the word, speak.
I do remember that
but the
vibe.
word.
Church is just a lot of that vibe. The one that really like stuck out to me, because I went to Catholic school, that's why I know all this stuff.
Yeah.
But the one that really solidified it as like a cult to me.
We are children of the light.
No, it's actually lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. Let us give thanks. It is right to give thanks and praise. Like just that bar right there.
Ours would be a little more sing-songy about it.
Lift up your hearts.
We lift up our hearts to the Lord.
Let us give thanks. It is right to give thanks and praises.
Yeah, like it's like call and response, like the priest. Let us give thanks. It is right to give him thanks and praise.
You ever been to a black church?
Yes, I went to a black church. There was one. It was a Christian one.
Yeah.
And my best friend I grew up across the street from, he was Jamaican, so that was like his family church. And when I went there was like one other white family in there, and I felt like everyone was like looking at me like, why aren't you with that fucking white family, you fucking mudblood?
It's a vibe though.
And the
right?
white family was like their kids were like not acting right and shit. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be associated with those whites over there.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
But it was
the drums and shit.
Okay, the music
singing.
definitely better, but it was way longer. Catholics like Catholic church is boring, but they know how to get in.
Well, it's
and out.
fast food. It's like in and out.
Prepare. Yeah,
30 minutes, baby.
it's prepared.
Yeah. These are pre-cooked Hungry Man meals.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming in, we microwave this shit, eat your wafer.
They're not going to alter the script at all. The preacher,
No.
the priest isn't going to be like, you know what? I got 15 minutes on this verse here. He's just like, I'm going to read the verse. You guys get what the fuck it is. You know
There's a lot of conspiracies around the Pope dying.
what's a conspiracy?
Well,
World's gonna end in 2 years.
isn't it interesting how he opened 5 portals on Christmas Day and then on Easter he died?
What do you mean open 5 portals?
Go look.
like some
This is legit.
some Doctor Strange shit.
Well, I don't know what. I don't know what.
What does opening portals mean?
He opened 5 spiritual portals, quote unquote. This is what all the news was saying.
No, not all the news.
No, you think I'm making it? No, this is New York Times. This is CNN. This is all the major freaking, mainstream bullshit. During Christmas Day, he did some sort of ritual where he opened 5 spiritual portals.
Okay, I
And
gotta
then
look into that.
he died.
Are you checking it out?
No,
Oh,
He already knows.
you already know. You already know about the 5 portals getting
I
open.
didn't hear about the 5 portals.
Yeah,
Type it in right now.
I don't know what your algorithms to fucking showing you, man.
Yo,
Way
but my
different than mine.
algorithm's everywhere. It's wrestling, it's portals, it's titties, it's a little bit of everything.
Wrestling and portals and titties.
Oh no, it
Nope.
says the Pope opened 5 holy doors, not portals.
And what are the 5 holy doors? I don't know. That's a good name for a band. The 5
It's
holy
like
doors.
all, it's all freaking the metaphorical
It
bullshit.
says, spoiler alert: not everything you hear on TikTok is true.
You heard it on TikTok, didn't you?
No, I don't have TikTok.
Where'd you hear it?
Instagram.
You didn't look at any of these major news sources.
Pull up an article.
I'm looking up at
He did it though.
I'm on Vice.
Like I'm not. Like portals is just a word I use, but he did some sort of weird friggin' ritual on Christmas, and then he died on Easter, and then
He died on Easter Monday.
yeah. This I don't know. The timing of it's hilarious.
Or is it? Yeah, I mean, like this guy was. He seemed like a pretty good pope overall.
I mean, you'd be the Catholic guy. You're the guy to ask.
All I know is that he was
What makes a good pope?
like not being too hard on women about killing their babies and stuff. He's like, you know what? Go ahead.
Here's a real conspiracy about it. The last person he saw was the vice president.
Yeah. They said he bored him. to
JD
death.
Vance. Yeah. So he sees JD Vance. And he was making all these claims during Easter Mass or whatever, talking about free Gaza, free Palestine, peace on earth.
Free Gaza, free Palestine, peace
And
on earth. You know what the fuck it is? Pope John Francis, go.
Real bad man.
The 47th Pope. I don't even know if that's the right number, but
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you got a meeting
Or is
with the
that
vice
even the
president there, Pope.
his name was Pope Francis, right? Pope Francis.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's not Ratzinger. If you want to go back to his mustache days,
No, Ratzinger was the one before him.
was it?
He was too strict, and he actually didn't die.
So
Pope.
this
He's
isn't
like,
that guy.
No, Ratzinger. He was like being a little too hard on people, and he's like, we need a more chill Pope. I'm gonna bring in this.
But Ratzinger was the
Ratzinger
child
was the
Nazi
German
dude?
one. Yeah, it was the German one.
Okay, so
And
where's
then,
this guy from?
Argentina.
Interesting, really. There's a lot of talk that there might be a black guy next.
I heard that Filipino.
It's time for hope in the Vatican. They got to do all the Barack Obama posters now.
What were you gonna say?
this Pope is the 266th Pope.
266. And apparently, I saw this video on Instagram that I didn't do my research to see what the fuck they meant by it, but they said that every pope has been predicted in like time, and then the one that's supposed to be next is supposed to be the
Last pope, the
last
black pope.
the Judgment Day Pope.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So if there's a black pope, yes, there's a better chance that the world's gonna end. Like we've been doing it the same way for 267 times. Now we're gonna all of a sudden switch it up and think we're not risking damnation.
That's so funny. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how people can be so steadfast about religion, but then like buy into all the inconsistencies and shit. It's like, where Jesus is from, what region and stuff. So
Yeah.
How do you have a picture of Ted Nugent on your wall?
Where Jesus was from? Where?
Well, they say Palestine, Bethlehem, right?
And what do people look like from there?
Brown, dark,
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that look
modern,
a little
and-
more light, like a light brown,
but
not a dark
actually,
brown.
So if you oh man, this is gonna get too much. But old
It's
maps,
people-
old
trust
maps
me,
will
people tuned
old
out
maps
20
will
minutes
tell
ago.
you different. Old maps will tell you differently. Like even the term the Middle East is a brand new term. Like that started in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like, so if it wasn't the Middle East before, what was it? And if you look at where that part of the world actually sits, like tectonic plate wise, like, see, I'm just a comedian, bro. I just know what I know for me to know what I know, and that's enough. I'm not trying to tell you anything.
Yeah, I mean, like they made a hit with Christianity.
They made a few hits, bro.
They
Islam,
made a hit,
Christianity, Judaism.
But I'm saying like Jesus having to be the front man. He's the front man, and you got to make him look like palatable to the world. They made him look like what everyone wanted to see. We all
Everyone though.
Everyone.
I don't know.
Who's not on board?
Did you see Christmas time? They were releasing all the
Black Zeus isn't on
Did
board.
you see all like?
but like historically,
did you see the controversy though that in Russia they were releasing all these old like they opened up an old cathedral or whatever, and it was all just pictures of like black iconography and all this stuff, and it like caused all this controversy.
wait, do you think Jesus was black?
Well, like I don't think he was white.
That's fine. We can meet in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think he was Jamaican.
No, I think he probably looked like who's like I'm trying to think if there's any like Arab actors that I can say, but no, I don't really know any off the top of my head.
Arab actors?
Yeah,
Like I'm just trying to think of like skin tone to describe him as, but no one's coming to mind.
yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen they made well, you don't watch TV. There was a show called The Messiah.
Okay,
And it's basically about like if Jesus came back now. And
is it a black guy playing the?
well, the guy that plays him, I'm like, that's probably what Jesus looked like. And he's like
black guy with short hair.
No, he's brown guy.
Okay,
Or he's like
I'm trying to figure out what show this is. There was a show kind of like what you just described. It only got one season.
this only had one season, yeah.
The Something Man.
Like this is probably what I think Jesus looked like, skin tone wise.
Yeah, that's the picture I'm looking at.
That's wild.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Darker?
I'm talking about skin tone, not like. I'm sure Jesus was like better looking.
That's hilarious.
That was an accident. But honestly, this episode does suck.
Yeah, this
episode is
Yeah.
so all over the place.
I don't know what clip's gonna come out of this.
I was
thing.
actually thinking about this too. I'm like, I don't know if I gave this guy a clip.
You got any funny stories?
I mean, I'm sure I do, but fuck, I'm not.
All right, yeah, I don't want to put you on the spot. We'll get right into the segments. This is a 50-minute warm up to get into the segments. We're gonna go to our animal fun fact of the day. And for those of you that are listening and not watching, what happened where I hit the sound effect before was I have this penguin here made by my niece Lex. You check out Lex's _crochet_Croatian creations, not Croatians. And the penguin fell over. A penguin, an animal no less, fell over and it hit this. I didn't press it. Like that was.
I'm surprised that this has enough strength to hit any of those buttons and cause any effect.
I know God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. All right, let's hear the animal fun fact of the day.
Okay, so today's animal fun fact of the day by Yahoo. The flamingo can only eat when its head is upside down.
That's wild.
So it has to like go like this, essentially eat.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense because the neck is so tall, no?
Yeah, but okay, I guess. But they couldn't just like lean down, take a bite, come up and start chewing. Like they have to eat upside down. Like, are they swallowing upside down? Pause. But are they swallowing upside down?
Yeah, I need to go with a flamingo neck.
I remember one time someone told me the cure to hiccups is drinking water upside down.
I heard that
How
too.
the fuck? What?
You have to like drink from the opposite side of the.
Yeah, you have to basically like a flamingo. You poke your head down under the water. Like, say you go to
I've
water.
never heard that in my life.
You never heard that?
Never heard that one. Drink water upside down?
Yeah,
What the? F-
it's hard.
Okay,
I
so
would imagine so. Yeah.
Here's why. I had to look it up. Flamingos eat upside down because their specialized beaks are adapted to filter food from the water most efficiently when the head is inverted. This allows them to use their tongue as a pump to force the water through the comb-like extensions on their beak, trapping food particles. So they have like, you know, like those whale teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whale teeth. He just went like this.
Yeah, because you know how like those big whales...
Like
they'll do,
suction?
No. They have like these like bristles as teeth, like, you know, like walrus bristles or whatever. They
Yeah.
have them as teeth, but it's made from like the stuff your nail is made out of. So they would swallow a whole bunch of like water and then eat the krill, but then the water can just go through the bristle.
Filter out.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's
They just like push it out. With
Wait,
their
who
tongue
does that?
almost.
whales. Some
Whales.
whales do. I forget which ones, but I know they.
Like how you can push water out like in between
Through your teeth,
Yeah, through
yeah.
your teeth and stuff. That makes sense.
So I think that's what these flamingos are doing efficiently because they have specialized beaks.
Do either of you guys know how to do the Triple H spit?
Yeah.
You know how to do it?
Yeah. I'm a wrestling fan.
You practice.
Wait, can you explain how to do it? Like you know how to, like, don't do it in my house.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, because you have to actually like close your lips a little bit because it's a spray.
Yeah. So you go.
But
so
it's
you
not
just
that
go-
difficult. I'm like, it's
It's like that?
like that, actually. This is going to be the worst clip. If you use that as a clip, I will stab you.
How do you Triple H spit?
This episode sucks.
All right. And now we're going to get into our last segment of the day where I turn to a random page in the Bible and we see if we get a message. Sometimes it applies to the episode. Today's episode, I don't know how it would apply to it at all, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Joshua 8, chapter 8. And the opening line is capture of AI. What? The Lord then said to Joshua, do not be afraid or dismayed. Take all the army with you and prepare to attack AI. I have delivered the king of AI into your power with his people, city, and land. Do to AI and its king what you did to Jericho and its king, except that you may take its spoil and livestock as booty.
Is that real?
Take that booty. Is it real? Yeah.
It's talking about AI?
I mean, it says AI, does it not?
Whatever that means, though, in the Bible.
It was probably a place, right? Like,
Yo, you
because
wanna-
he says take it like you took fucking the other spot. you know?
Yo,
Jericho.
pull
Jericho.
up John chapter
You're
10.
crazy to think that
Pull
I'm
up,
pulling up.
pull
random.
up John chapter 10. I
Oh.
just randomly found this, so you're gonna have to do this now.
But can we not appreciate that we opened up to a random page and it was capture AI,
AI.
and we were talking about AI off the top, and God, it's crazy how God comes through every episode and just knows exactly what we need to hear. We're talking AI, and the battle against it. Go out there and take the spoils, take the booty from AI. Alexa, shut up.
God.
Okay. So you want me to go to, would you want me to go to
Oh
John?
wait, I gotta find it again. John chapter 10.
I mean, can you, if you have it there, why do I need to find it in the Bible?
Oh no, I don't have the verse.
Oh, okay.
I just asked where this verse is.
Okay.
John chapter 10, verse 34 to 36.
John, chapter 10.
This will be let's see how many people we can pull out of the matrix right now.
They answered and said to him, you were born totally in sin, and are you trying to teach us? Then they threw him out. When Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, he found him and said, do you believe in the Son of Man? He answered and said, who is he? Sir, that I may believe in him. That's what you want
This
me
is
to read?
34 to 36?
That's what, yeah.
All right, well, AI sucks. You know what? Go back to the other one. Fuck AI. It told me that was supposed to be something else.
What was it supposed to be? What? I don't understand why you
It's
can't just look it up on your
supposed to be a
phone.
passage. Well, it's your show. You
If
have
it
the
said
Bible.
it- if you
it would
had
have been
it-
fun to have the Bible and you pull it out and then you do the thing instead of me just using AI after we just cursed it. After we just cursed it. It's supposed. I thought it was a phrase of Jesus explaining how you're God.
Oh, how I'm God?
Well, all of us.
God was like, James Cummins is gonna be fucking sick.
I mean, if you wanted to be
If
God.
that was in there, that'd be all right.
James Cummins is gonna be fucking sick.
Can't wait. 2,000 years later, this guy's gonna be dope.
You think human history is 2,000 years old?
I think human history is maybe like a couple more thousand than that, but I think when Jesus was around, that was about 2,025 years ago.
How old do you think this bitch is? Like humans, how like as we are now, or at least close to our physiology and at least close to how yeah, our DNA structure is now. How about that?
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I
love you, bro.
3,000 years? 4,000?
You're only putting it like 2 past the Bible.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's not 2 past. What do you mean 2 past?
Like 2,000 years past the Bible. If you go on
Yeah.
4,000, then the only thing we. Bro,
Because,
they,
like-
they dated the pyramids to like 10K, like 10,000 years ago. And shit.
Okay, so then 10. I don't know. I didn't.
Or the Sphinx, I think. Sphinx is
I didn't really think about it that hard.
Not confirmed.
Yeah, not confirmed.
When did Adam and Eve happen?
That I don't know. That's biblical shit. So in the last 2,000 years, according to. Oh wait, no, that's the beginning of the earth stuff. But
Jesus-
they're saying it's 2,000 years old.
No, Jesus till now. Jesus' death till now is
2,000 years?
25.
Yeah.
We're in the
Okay,
year
so-
2025.
Yeah,
we
because-
all go on Jesus'
So
clock.
and then there's the Old Testament, which is like that's why they say before Christ, like BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Christ there wasn't even calendars.
Well, how do we mark before Christ then?
I don't know.
How do we know that something happened 400 years BC? What is B?
There were calendars.
It's just like markings on the wall and shit.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna ask AI how long.
After we just cursed it, I was just.
How
That's what I was
long
trying to avoid. I would have got the
have
exact Bible passage.
humans existed.
They're gonna say anywhere from 280,000
wow.
to 300,000.
They said around 300,000. However,
Yeah.
the human genius Homo dates back to around 2.8 to 3 million years ago. So homos existed longer than all of us. That is the gay agenda. They're taken back to get what's rightfully theirs. Us straight people have only been around for 300,000 years. Well, they've been around for 3 million. There is an old joke, like an old street joke, where it's like the Greeks invented sex, the Italians perfected it, and the Irish introduced it to women. Anyways, you got anything to promote?
Yo, check out the YouTube channel, aka Black Zeus. It's got Dante on the podcast. We also do a show, Black Zeus the Show, Black Zeus the Podcast, aka Black Zeus on social media. That's pretty much it.
Dante, shout your thing out.
You can follow me online at Shadante, CheZDANTE. Folly boy.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And you know where to follow me. James, come on now. Peace.
Out in the street, they call it
Uncut Jams.